Hello guys, so you asked for it and here it is. This is going to be the boring stuff episode, but it also gives me an opportunity to answer some of your questions as well, which I asked you to ask in episode 101, and then also some other questions I picked up along the way really. So today we are going to go strip mining for cobble really, but then also whatever gems we come across as well while we're down here, which is why I do it right down at this level. I have a very random strip mine with branches in various locations, but right down here, hopefully I should have it marked, otherwise we're going to be running for a very long way. Here we go. This is the place that I left off at. So let me just get my little notepad here. Tell you to find the questions. It's an electronic notepad, so the screen keeps turning off. Let me grab my soup as well for later. So the first question I saw was, why don't I upload more? Is it based just on your PC and whatnot? Basically it's a combination of the quality I can put out because of my computer. I'm not 100% happy with it. It could be a better quality. And also time as well. I work a lot, and I also have, as I said as I've been saying for the last loads of episodes, I've been applying and have been accepted for a Canadian visa, so that's taken up a big chunk of time as well, getting everything ready for that. I didn't bring any dirt, did I? That's annoying. But yes, that's basically why I don't upload more. I would love to upload more, but if I haven't got it recorded, then I can't upload it, you know? And then even when you got it recorded, you have to spend some hours editing it and doing all that malarkey, so there we go. Let's get this. So, next point is football team. Which football team do I support? If not, then which sports do I like, and which sports do I take part in? Football team? No, I don't support a football team. At a push, I'd say Newcastle. Basically, they were the first football team I ever heard of because my next door neighbours support them, but really I have no interest in football whatsoever. That's really the truth, and you'll be like, but you're a guy and you're from England, you love football. No, football can disappear off the face of the planet for all I'm bothered, really. I wouldn't miss it whatsoever. We're currently in the Euro League, so it's taken over everything on television at the moment, or Euro Cup, or Euro, whatever it is. But sports I like, as in watching and such, and sports I partake in watching, I actually enjoy watching snooker for some unknown reason. I'm fascinated when watching snooker. I don't know why. I'm not particularly good at it. I do enjoy playing it though, and pool. I don't play it very often. The last time I probably played it was when I was at work. We got a pool table in our staff room. Apart from that, I've played it in a German pool table bar, snooker bar thing. That's really it. I haven't played snooker as much. I think I've only played snooker once, and that was the first time I ever saw a snooker table for the size that it was, and it's incredibly big, a snooker table. But I also might have been young, and back then I used to also think planes were incredibly big, and which went on forever in size. But sports I partake in, I used to do a lot of rock climbing. I don't do it so much anymore, or at all anymore. I haven't done it for a long time. A combination of having arthritis and not having anybody to do it with because of university and such. But it is something I'd like to get back into, and maybe when I'm in Ottawa I'll get back into at least the bouldering side of things. I did take a nasty fall at some point, and it kind of shook me for scaling big walls. So bouldering, which is you going up about 4 or so meters without a rope, I'm alright with that. It's just when I get above a certain height, I kind of get a bit jelly-legged and a bit scared, in all honesty. But yeah, I do a lot of rock climbing. Other sports I've partaken is not a lot really. I used to swim a lot, but again, I don't do that anymore. I used to do taekwondo at one point, but I started to hate that. I did actually do football lessons many years ago, many years ago, and then it was dark and scary, so I didn't go to that anymore either. Now, when I get this gold, I'm going to reset my notebook screen, and I'm going to get the next question in just 8 seconds, and unlock it. And favourite YouTubers. Favourite YouTubers, a lot really. I don't really have a favourite of anything. I'm kind of like Kurt in that regard, where my favourite depends on my mood and my whatever. It changes from day to day, my favourite. My favourite YouTubers really, or the YouTubers I enjoy a couple of vlogs, boyfriend versus girlfriend, and CTFXC. I enjoy watching those sometimes. This one. I obviously enjoy watching Mindcrack videos and other Minecraft videos as well. And the what's it called? I really can't remember what it's called. Thin Wall Challenge. I enjoy watching that. It's basically a guy who lives in an apartment block, and I believe it's an apartment block anyway, I don't actually know. But basically he has a thin wall in his bedroom, and he can hear his next door neighbours doing it. So he has various challenges to see if he can finish before they do. That's quite fun. But yeah, those are the YouTubes that I enjoy. My religious beliefs, my religious and spiritual beliefs, that was the next question. They are none, in all honesty. I don't believe in religion, or in a god, or a higher power, or anything like that. Yeah, my religion and spiritual beliefs are none. I completely believe in science and evolution and all that kind of stuff. The universe wasn't created; it just formed and whatnot. And don't hate me for it, because I know on YouTube's it's not very wise to speak about religion, and there could be a lot of flaming and evidence giving and all that. As exciting as all your evidence is for either party, honestly, as exciting as all of it is, I'm not interested in having it in my comment section. You're free to believe what you want. I'm completely happy for you to believe in a god, or to believe in science, or to believe that we're all the thoughts of pigs frolicking on the moon or something. You can believe whatever you want. It's absolutely fine. But just don't hate on anybody for believing what they believe. And similarly, don't force your beliefs on anybody. That's the most annoying part to me. It's people who are like, people who force their beliefs on people, who not only giving evidence but saying, well, you have to believe it, you're completely wrong and you're stupid for believing whatever you believe. They're not. Beliefs are beliefs, and no one belief is right, and no one belief is wrong. You believe whatever you believe, and that's life. But yeah, that's my personal religious beliefs and my beliefs on beliefs, I suppose. Inspirations for the castle. Apart from Hogwarts, the comment stated. Well, Hogwarts is a big one, and apart from that, not a huge amount really. It's not really a medieval looking castle at all. It don't really look like a castle, honestly. There's not really been a whole lot of other influences apart from Hogwarts. I suppose just growing up in England and having castles on your doorstep has been I don't actually have castles on my doorstep. I have a few allotments on my doorsteps, which don't look like they're actually growing anything. But yeah, it's I suppose an inspiration kind of has been the limitations of Minecraft and trying to work ways around them. Whether that counts as an inspiration or a strict rule that you have to abide by because it's the media that you're expressing yourself in, I don't know. But yeah, that's the extent of my inspirations. There probably is something that I'm forgetting, and there's been plenty of inspirations. But yeah, that's essentially it that comes to the forefront of my mind anyway. The hidey holes has been another thing that's been asked. I didn't record making either of them. I've made one in Good's house and BWO's house, for all you know. There could be others as well, and I just haven't stated them or shown the signs. But yes, the only two that have been revealed are the one in Good's house and the one in BWO's house. Neither of them are recorded. They were kind of spur of the moment kind of things, while I was doing other things, but just had some amount of free timeness, I suppose. Like, you know how it is when you're just playing Minecraft in the background, or playing Minecraft and doing something else. Like, ooh, that was weird. Playing Minecraft and doing something else in the background. But yeah, they were fun to build, definitely. I enjoy building those kind of things. There's a lot of gravel around here. It's very annoying. I enjoy building those kind of things. And maybe I would do more of them in the future, and maybe more of them will get revealed in the future as well. And if you really are interested in seeing them, then the world download is available somewhere, like the older world downloads. And they are all available on the old world downloads. They're not going to get disappeared. I don't think there's any more coal behind that, so that's fine. Leave that there. Right then. Next point. Subs. I believe that was someone saying, how can you have so many videos but not that many subs? And I put that down basically to the quality, which someone replied to in the comments as well, or someone replied as in the comments. Quality and the fact that I don't really have a schedule. My uploads are very scattered and very few and far between, but the number of subs, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, more is obviously nicer. I mean, having 1 million subs as opposed to 1 sub is always nicer. But at the end of the day, if people don't want to sub to me and don't want to watch my videos, then, you know, that's fine. That's fine, I don't care. It's back to the beliefs. You don't need to watch me or whatever. I'm glad that the people who are subbed are obviously here for a reason, and they enjoy being here. And that's more important to me. It's not the number, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. As the old saying goes. Something like that, anyway. Someone asked about the castle, how long I've been building it for. I've been building it since basically the start of... Well, no, not the start of this map. We were in the town, so update... something. I'm sure someone will be able to say in the comments which update we moved away from the starting village. Might have been the full release, possibly. It's been about a year though, just under a year, or coming up to a year, that I've actually been building this castle. It's obviously not been a constant year. It's been less building and more life. So I'll probably say a good few months has been put into it, total work time. And there's a zombie around here splashing around. I don't care about them though. And I also got some facts as well. This one actually asked, but it is quite interesting. I do got some facts. I do have some facts, even, which I will share with you in just a second. I've been keeping track of basically how many blocks I use, and while I haven't been keeping track of, say, redstone blocks or pistons or any torches, basically like stone or stone bricks or wood or whatever, I've been keeping track of all that. And it's quite interesting, the numbers. The reason I'm keeping track of it myself and not using the Minecraft statistics is because they reset like every day. Oh, hey, I'm going to leave you there for a second. So, facts. 24,406 stone, as in this kind of stone, is what I've been using so far, or what I've used so far, which is a lot. And then 11,553 stone bricks is also used, and it's not including, say, slabs or stairs or whatever. They got their own statistics, which I haven't counted for this episode. But I do have a huge record file. And also 2,758 logs is quite an interesting one for that centre part, and also a couple of desks around the place and a couple of edges, but mainly in that centre part, so about 2,720-ish logs in that centre staircase. But back to the stone and the stone bricks, those two numbers added together in terms of volume is 33,959 cubic meters, which is about 14 Olympic swimming pools, which is a lot. And the faces, and there's 6 faces on a block, obviously, so I count each face individually just to make the numbers a bit bigger, to make me seem more impressive. But the faces is 215,754 meters squared, which is just under half the size of the Vatican City. The country, I suppose. Is it the country? Is the Vatican City a country, or is that just the Vatican? I don't know. But basically the Vatican City, just under half the total area of that, which is a lot. And the edges, so the 12 edges on a cube, I count all those individually, again makes the numbers bigger, makes me seem more impressive, is 431,508 meters, which is quarter of the moon's radius, for all you Kurt fans out there. Talking of Kurt and the moon and such, I'm quite interested in astronomy too. I haven't taken it to a level that Kurt has. I used to have a folder when I was younger, and I put all space-related things in it that I could find, buy and or sell. And yeah, it's just this little purple folder, and I put everything about space in it. And then I kind of lost interest in space, and it all kind of got a bit samey, and the shuttle was only launching rarely, and it just kind of got a bit stale and boring for me, or for my juvenile mind, I suppose. But Kurt has kind of reinvigorated that interest in space, which is a good thing, so I thank Kurt for that. And maybe one day I'll be able to get my own telescope. I do have a telescope which was bought probably from Tesco, honestly, which doesn't actually work, so it's not very good at viewing stuff with. But yes, astronomy is something that does interest me, and Kurt got my interest in that back. Next point was someone asked about a new PC. Now, I would love... hello. I would love one. I would love a new PC. But, as you guys know, I'm going to Canada soon, like within weeks soon. So really, there's no point in me buying and getting and setting up a new PC, which A, has an English plug connection, and B, is heavy and bulky and has to be shipped with me to Canada, and then, you know, no point in me getting one and setting one up only to go to Canada and just kind of not have it there anymore, or have to spend however insane amount of money shipping it over there. Yeah, that's why I haven't got a new PC yet, and I do hope to get one in Canada relatively soon. It won't be straight away, one, because of financial costs, and two, because, touch my mic, and two, because I'll be spending time at my girlfriend's house first, her parents' house, before we move to our flat, which we have. So that'll be a couple of weeks there, I believe, and then we'll be moving to the flat. So again, it won't be straight away that I get a PC either. But I do hope to get a PC when I'm over there at some point. Probably custom built, and hopefully a hell of a lot better than this laptop here. And then we have, and then we have donations again. Canada. When I'm in Canada, I probably will set up donations. In all honesty, I don't see any reason for you to give me any money. But if you want to, then I'm not going to stop you, because that's money. And I enjoy money. But again, there is absolutely no obligation to send me money whatsoever. If you do feel the need to throw your money at me, then that will probably be a possibility in the near future. The reason I'm waiting till I get to Canada is basically, again, I don't want to have to set it up with my address and my bank and everything here, and then when I get to Canada it'll be like, oh, I've moved, I have to change it all. It's just one less thing that I have to change, because trust me, moving country, it's a bit ridiculous the amount of stuff you have to do and set up and change and make sure of and everything. If you want my suggestion, just don't move country. I mean, if you have a really good reason to, like you've got a girlfriend over there or something, or you just really want to go to that country, then by all means move to that country, but it is a ridiculous amount of work that you have to do in order to move country. But that might just be me, I might just be lazy, it might just be really easy. Someone asked about going to Vancouver in Canada. No, well, that's not where I'll be living anyway. I'm actually going to be living in Ottawa, which is a big place, so you can't really track me down, but I will be living in Ottawa. Vancouver, maybe as a holiday or something at some point, maybe. As far as I know, it's a nice place. Oh, there's lava down there. As far as I know, it is a nice place. So yeah, I might go to it at some point. And if you're in Vancouver, then if you see me or see someone who sounds like me, then by all means stop me and say hi. But yes, as I haven't shown my face, it's going to be quite difficult to stop me and say hi. Showing my face isn't something that I plan on doing, honestly. I don't know, it's just something I don't feel comfortable in doing. I don't know, you're going to be, oh, show your face, because you're slightly Irish. But it's just not something I feel comfortable in, and if you want to be all like, hey, show your face, then I will probably block you. It's just not something I feel comfortable with. So tough tits, really. No face for you. And the last thing was ultra hardcore. I would love to participate in ultra hardcore, and it has been talked about as well. But it's all based on schedules and when people are free and have the time to record and have the ability to record. Like late at night, my whole family's sleeping, so having the schedule and to meet up with to meet up with the rest of the people, because it would be late at night, is difficult, or it normally is late at night as far as I'm aware, would be difficult. But also, like I said, having the ability to record and stuff like that. But in the future, when I'm in Canada, it will be easier to schedule. So I might be in an ultra hardcore, and I will probably go out very soon, because I'm not very good at it. But there we go. Those are the questions that I've seen. Any more questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will get around to answering them in a later episode. I am God. And that's really it. This is just the boring stuff, which I don't show you because it really doesn't make for good video. And now that I have no question, I'm going to struggle for things to talk about because I'm probably just going to end the episode. Castle-wise, nothing has changed. I'm literally recording this video just a couple of days after recording the other one. Well, something has changed. I've added some stuff to the super secret room, but I can't show you it because it's a super secret room, and I'm really sorry, but I cannot show you a super secret room. And yeah, that's basically it now then. That all the questions are done, and I can record this for an hour if you really want me to, but no, it's the boring stuff. You don't want to see it. That's the beauty of a Let's Play. You get to see the game in the good senses and not have to sit through all the boring stuff. Let's eat some soup, and as I do, I will say goodbye to you guys. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.